Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the latest decision of NPCI which put caps on the UPI transaction. So there has been a particular news in which the NPCI has decided that there need to put a cap on the number of UPI transactions which are being majorly done by the UPI based apps like your Google Pay and Phone Pay. So this decision has come in place. Now before we move ahead and understand more about what it's about, first thing we have to know is what is NPCI. So NPCI is National Payment Corporation of India. It is Section 8 company, which is like a non-profit one, which is registered under the Companies Act. So this is Section 8 company. What it is an umbrella organization. What does umbrella organization means? That a lot of other entities are associated with it. So it provide a major services. In fact, it is one of the umbrella organization which takes care of your retail payments. So the retail payments, it is an umbrella organization. Services that you quite oftenly use your RuPay card. If you have seen, the RuPay card has been provided by them. Then services like NFET, the transaction that you use IMPS. Then you also have your UPI. So all these things are under the ambit of NPCI. Now they have two guidance providing entity associated with them. They are your RBI as well as your IBA. IBA is your Indian Banking Association. So these two are the guide towards the NPCI. NPCI is not a government entity per se. It is a Section 8 company and it is an umbrella organization which helps in providing the facilities for the retail payment. So the digital retail payment facilities has been provided by NPCI. So now let's also try to understand what the news is all about. So as mentioned earlier, they have decided to put cap on UPI transaction. Let's see what actually made them to take this decision. So National Payment Corporation of India has capped the UPI transaction that payments such as Google app and Phone Pay and their partners back can execute. So they have actually put a cap like the number of transactions and even the amount that these particular app and their partners can execute. Now in transaction of UPI, Google Pay and Phone Pay are the two biggest market share holders. Like they have the biggest presence in market in terms of UPI. We also have like Bheem app, Paytm. These are again also very prominent apps which are available. Now this particular decision come in the backdrop because the payments ecosystem in case of one of their systems collapses. So it was actually to prevent the condition of collapse where we are preserving the payments ecosystem as such. Now what NPCI has actually said, it said that the payments app will hit limit if they exceed 50% of all their UPI transaction in the first year of implementation of the rules. So the year from which the rules are implemented, if they use 50% in the first year itself, if they exceed the 50%, they are going to hit the limit. Then in 40% in their second year and 33% from third year onwards. So because of which there is a huge chance by which these payment application, these UPI will actually end up hitting their limit, because of which the NPCI has decided that we should put some cap on it. Now let's also try to see what exactly is your UPI, Unified Payment Interface, what it is. So basically it is an completely open and interoperable ecosystem. So it is open to everybody. There is no barrier to entry to new players, and in fact every day new players could come into this with. So it is completely open and interoperable. Now other thing that you have to know about it is that it powers multiple bank accounts into a single mobile application. So it's like a lot of, like if you even hold multiple bank accounts, you can log in into the single UPI interface and you can like utilize all these facilities. Now another important thing that has to be understood over here, that it also provide additional banking features, like you can easily check your bank balance in the UPI app itself. It provides seamless fund routing and merchant payments into one hit. So like the fund transfer has become also very easy through these apps, through these UPI featured app. So these are few things which you have to know. Another things which actually it provides a lot of security to UPI is it has two-factor authentication. So like if you are using your Google Pay or Phone Pay for an example, for doing any transaction apart from your other the banking details that you have provided earlier and link the account, you always have to provide a PIN. So it provide kind of a two-factor authentication and is more secure as compared to your internet banking. Also, one of the very important thing to know, and because of which that UPI has become very popular these days, is it has virtual address. So like instead of having to give the account details per se, you can just have a virtual address like @OK, HDFC or ICICI, and for that matter any bank for that, and it's a virtual address. It does not have the details about your account number, your IFSC code, and kind of act as an encapsulating layer and provides more security and more privacy to data. So these are the major thing which is like going quite in favor of UPI, and because of which it has become quite popular. Now also let's see the other features which the UPI has. So first of all, the complaints can be raised through the mobile app directly. So this is one of the major thing, like you don't have to go to different portal for filing complaints in terms of your transaction. So if your transaction stuck somewhere or anything happens with your transaction, you can directly lodge the complaint in the app itself. So this is one of the feature. Then a very important thing is it's like 24/7. Even on bank holidays where you cannot go for the transaction in the bank, it provides you 24/7 hour service. Like you can go with the transaction anytime you want. Also, all bank accounts could be accessed using a single UPI. So if you have used your Bheem app or your Google Pay or Phone Pay, you know that it has the option to link account, and it has option to link multiple accounts. So if you have more than one account, you can just simply keep on adding accounts over there, and you will be able to use the same application to do transaction from multiple banks. So this is again a very good feature of UPI. Then you don't have to provide your ATM card or account details while making transactions. So as discussed, so you don't have to tell about your account number or other details when you are going for transaction. Also, a very important thing, the kind of encapsulation it provides in terms of not sharing the information is actually both ways. Neither the beneficiary nor the pay, both of the parties will not have any kind of account details, and it entirely worked from the mediums of virtual payment address. So the VPA is the one which actually would be shared among the two parties, and no amount of account details, your bank details, your IFSC code, nothing would be shared. And this is actually a very good point when it comes to maintaining the security of data. Also, one of the very important thing, and one of the major reason in fact because of it has become very popular, is it provide the transaction free of cost. So there is no transactional charges when you are making payments through your UPI, and this is one of the reason because of which a lot of people are trying to move towards the UPI. Also, because of the present pandemic situation, the currency could be considered as one of the way through which the virus is transmitting, and government, even the health benefits advisories has been issued to push for more digital transaction. And even from the time of demonetization itself, the government has been in the massive push towards the cashless society, and UPI played a very important role in moving people towards the digital payment, and because of it the popularity has increased. And that is why the NPCI now has to decide to actually put a cap on the number of transaction which could be done by UPI. So this particular notice would actually affect the Google Pay and Phone Pay the more, because they were the major stakeholders in the market, but it was done to avoid the later collapse of the payment ecosystem. So I hope you have liked this video. For any doubt, please comment. Thank you.